Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are going to present Red Bull. And as Ajahn told us to make the question by ourselves, I made the questions of the advantages and disadvantages of drinking Red Bull. And for the introductory paragraph, I tried my best to fit in and use the structure that Ajahn has taught us. And I can see that the ChatGPT paraphrase in the same structure with different synonyms and then different vocabulary. And I really like the way it's used because it still means the same meaning. It has the same meaning as mine. And my introductory paragraph is from the Red Bull to the end of the drinking Red Bull. And then the second paragraph is it's here. And after ChatGPT paraphrase my essay, I got a lot of new vocabularies and then new grammar structure, and it corrects my essay really well. So for this introductory paragraph and then the body paragraph, I prefer ChatGPT more, but I still like mine too. And in next slides, it still has the same meaning as smile, and yet I prefer it here too because in this time ChatGPT doesn't change the structure and then doesn't add any extra sentences or anything like that. So I really like the way it paraphrased because I got a lot of new synonyms and vocabulary. Thank you. And next essay will be suits.
So good afternoon, everyone. So this is my essay question. I focus on the university students as the consumers. So university students normally drink Red Bull, and I have two areas to focus. One is to boost their energy level, and second is to boost their performance. So I will discuss both advantages and disadvantages. Next slide, please. So in the introductory paragraph, I kind of introduce my idea of comparing advantages and disadvantages, especially on the sleeping hours of the students, and of course the concentration of sugary products and chemicals in the Red Bull. Let's take a look at the language. So in here, in terms of grammar structure, ChatGPT does not really amend my version, and in terms of vocabulary, the words that the ChatGPT has utilized is not way different than I did. So I would say this is kind of 1-1. I give to 1-1, and the second slide, please. So this is my body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2. So in body paragraph 1, it's about advantages. So for the advantages, I have 2 points. The first one is the meaning that the Red Bull have in its brands, and the second thing is their marketing strategy. So that is the idea I presented in my essay. But let's take a look at the language. So in this one, I would say the vocabulary that ChatGPT used here is much more detailed, and it kind of demonstrates detailed idea, and it makes it more real life. For example, here, to captivate, to attract public attention, those kind of usages makes the reader to understand more. And then in the second paragraph, it's about disadvantages. So for the disadvantages, well, as I said, I talked about sleeping hours and the chemicals, not chemicals, sugary products that include in the production of Red Bull. So that is about the idea, but to the language usage, I would say let's talk about grammar point and what is that? The linking words here. So for here, I have used to talk about the example. I've used, for example, that ChatGPT used, for instance. So like the other weeks, there is no huge differences between the two versions. And let's come to the last paragraph. This is about concluding one. So for one, I have started with in a nutshell, which is a really common saying, and it's said in summary. So it's not that surprising. But the thing is, I make the concluding paragraph much more concise with fewer words. So to conclude everything here, I would say I prefer my essay because of the idea I contributed, and of course the language and the grammar. So thanks a lot.